Today we're going to stage a race and the Grizzlies between two very fast horses. The first one is this White Arabian, which has 9 speed and 8 acceleration, but most importantly it has elite handling. And I think that's going to be very important because part of the course is very twisty and technical. And the Arabian's opponent is going to be the Reverse Dapple Roan Nokota, which has maximum speed at 10. It has 7 acceleration and race handling, which is also really good handling. So I think this is going to be a battle to see who can maneuver along these twisty trails the best. This is the race course. It starts just north of Brandywine Drop, makes its way across the Grizzlies to the west, around past Bacchus Station, Moonstone Pond, O'Crae's Run, and then back to the original starting position. Alright, so let's get this thing underway. The Nokota is on the left, the White Arabian is on the right, pretty obviously. And they both get away pretty quickly. We'll see how this plays out. I don't expect there to be a lot of separation early in the race, but just ahead is the first little twisty bit, and we'll see if that plays into the Arabian's hands at all. Both had a little trouble with that little bit. And if I had to say, the Arabian is slightly ahead, so it came out better there. I think it lost it just back there. It was a little sloppy in that turn. No, the Nokota is a quarter second behind. It's a tight trail. When there are NPCs and deer or whatever on it, it can be a little bit dicey. That Nokota has such speed though. It can get a little bit behind on the twisty parts and then still make it up, it seems like. But the worst twisty bit is still to come. Alright, we're closing in on 2 minutes of running here. I'm going to have another time check just ahead. We'll see what's going on. Still a quarter second behind. You can sort of tell that the Nokota is thicker through the rump than the Arabian. So, although the Arabian is optimized for elegance and grace and speed too, actually, I think that Nokota just has more power in its rear end. Just up ahead, we're going to take a right, go up. Alright, so the Nokota getting pushed out to the left there, missed the turn completely. Look at that. And now it's well behind, well behind. Yeah, we're going up to the Calumet Ravine. It's a very treacherous path here. One and a half seconds behind the Nokota. There's a bit up ahead that I have actually killed a horse on, trying to run really fast. So a wicked right-hand turn. The Arabian had a little trouble back there. Alright. Here we go downhill like a roller coaster. I'm going to shoot up again to the left. And right up here is that wicked right-hander. Yeah. If you're not careful, that's a blind turn. You'll go right off and land face first into a rock. Okay, so the Nokota has clawed a bit of that time back. It's a half-second behind. Let's see how they do. Who hits the bridge first? White Arabian. But I think this portion of the race is now in the Nokota's favor. The twisty part of the race was in the Arabian's favor because it has better handling and it's also a bit smaller. And I think the acceleration comes into play there as well because there's some places where you turn down for slow down for a really tight turn and then you have to accelerate again. But this is just open road now, and I think the Nokota is just going to run the Arabian down. We're coming up on 5 minutes, and we'll use this sign here as a timing point. Yeah, it's already 1.5 seconds down now, the Arabian, and I don't think that's going to improve, to tell the truth, from time trials and races I've done in the past. However, a different way to look at that is that after 5 minutes of running, only 1.5 seconds separate these horses. So the lesson to take away from that is that the speed differences are not really that much different. I mean, this White Arabian is, it's within touching distance, lassoing distance. It could lasso that horse, the rider off that horse, just about. So after 5 minutes, the Nokota really hasn't got away from the White Arabian. All right, coming up on 6 minutes. Let's see what the next time trap says. Significant now, 2 3/4 seconds. That Nokota just ran over 2 deer, and it didn't even slow it down. So fast. I've never lost a race with this Nokota. I've raced against the Brindle, I've raced against the Missouri Foxtrotter and other Arabians and Turkomans. I've never lost a race with this Nokota. It just seems it's not a lot faster than the Foxtrotter. We're talking about like a 1/10 of a second after 7 minutes or something, but still it's never lost. Never lost. And it really feels like you're hauling ass when you ride it as well. It's got a high cadence, and it just feels like it is booking down the road. And to put it in some perspective, let's see what this next timing trap says. 4 seconds, good Lord. To put it in perspective, when I do this trail with this Nokota, is scary. That Calumet ravine area is actually scary because, man, you can't see the turns coming. You're going so fast. But if you do it on a Tennessee Walker, it's not really scary at all. You feel like you have a lot of time to negotiate the curves. So even though there's not a lot of difference between the horses and the speed, somehow the game makes it so that when you're riding the horse, it seems like it's a lot faster. I don't know how to describe that, but yeah. All right, the Arabian just ahead is going to have a little bit of trouble, but it didn't matter. It didn't really matter. He was going to lose this race right here. Yeah. Now that added a few seconds to his time, but in the end, it was never going to win this race. I mean, this Nokota is just leaving it in the dust. All right, that's the finish line, the real line. And let's see. Wow. Well, all right. That was a pretty interesting race. It was pretty intense. The twisty sections of the track, I would challenge you to try those for yourself. They're very difficult. I mean, it's very difficult to stay actually on the track. So I had a lot of fun doing that race, and I hope to do some more. And although the White Arabian had a really good race, I felt it really did good in the twisty bits of the course, and it acquitted itself well. At the end of the day, it just could not live with the pace of this horse here, and that's your winner. Thanks for watching.